What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Ball5, and today got a couple of replays, new drops. I believe we got Breloom, Chinchino, Cresselia, and Deoxys Defense. I might be remembering or forgetting a couple names in that, but Breloom, Chinchino, Deoxys Defense, and Didi, which is on this team right here. It's just the Scarfer right now with Trick, Healing Wish, Hyper Voice, and Expanding Force. That'll be pretty useful. As a Scarfer, I thought it'd be pretty consistent. I paired it with this Choice Band Gallade, who also has Trick because I can't use Shadow Sneak and buy the Psychic Terrain, boosting my Psycho Cut. I also have Night Slash and Sacred Sword. I got Spikes with Klefki. I wanted to run Chinchino with these guys, but since I have Spikes, I decided to go with the Milotic with the competitive ability, pivot around, so I got some pivots going on here. We got 4 attacks, Lycanroc with Crunch, Sucker Punch, Close Combat, and Cell Rock. I switched Crunch to Stone Edge after this game, but it's with their Crunch for these games, and my Milotic was leftovers, but I switched to Boots because we have a pretty dreadful T-Spikes matchup, so I wanted something else to be immune to, so I put HDB on that. And then we have Swords Dance Decidueye, which I play pretty poorly in these 2 games. I leave with it here against Klefki because I was going to let it get paralyzed just so I could attack this Klefki as quickly as possible and make sure it couldn't get up as many habits. That red card, he red cards me into Indeedee, and I completely forgot about the Thunder Wave. I was going to let my Indeedee get paralyzed and KO this, but I forgot that the Thunder Wave wouldn't pop off. So now we got some terrain wars going on. I'm just going to go to my Decidueye now on the U-turn and just let it absorb the U-turn because it's kind of not doing much. This is a crazy switch to make because if my Hitmonlee or if my Decidueye has Leaf Blade, this is like the one Decidueye on the planet that doesn't because I'm Low Kick, Shadow Sneak, Spirit Shock, and Swords Dance. If I had Leaf Blade, he would have gotten killed. He's playing the Para, of course, but I mean, I'm just glad he didn't get it. I don't know. I think if you die to a hit, your red card doesn't proc. So I was thinking about baiting the Mach Punch and going to Klefki to red card him out, but I just hit him with the Cell Rock and then that worked. So yeah, I was like checking, like, is this gonna have Mach Punch? But he didn't hit me with Mach Punch, so I guess we're saved. I go to Klefki because I'm just gonna use Klefki against this guy now. He sets up an SD in my face. I guess I don't have Stone Edge on that set anymore or yet, so. Is Crunch stronger than Stone Edge? No way, because Stone Edge is stab. Yeah, because Stone Edge is stab too. But Oricorio comes out now. Now this guy's going to try setting up, but I basically got his sweepers out of here the way I wanted to. Trick the Indeedee, which I'm about to do in like 1 turn. I got the Trick on Indeedee. I got the Para on Grafaiai, and I just attacked him only. So I basically KO'd his sweepers the way I wanted to KO his sweepers, or I got him out of here that way. The problem is that this Revelation Dance is still doing quite a bit of damage, even though, or because he's +1, and I don't really have anything to really wall it because the thing that resists it has been KO'd. So I go to my Gallade, and I completely forget about the +1 defense. I think, oh, this thing's gonna get bodied by a Banded Cycle Cut. I mean, I was correct, but I just forgot to account for the +1 defense. So I can't really keep my Gallade either. Luckily, it's in the Cell Rock range, and I don't remember if he's Terra'd. Yeah, he Terra'd the Grafaiai, so there's no way to dodge it, so I'm just going to end up getting that KO. Blacky comes out, and I forgot that Grassy Glide wasn't like Mach Punch. That's why I made that play, because I thought that Grassy Glide was like Mach Punch. I thought that he was going to have to switch, or that Grassy Glide wouldn't activate at all, and he was going to try to predict it in U-turn. But, I mean, I made the right play by not sacking Indeedee anyway. I go for the Hyper Voice. Flygon KOs me with Earthquake because I'm not Scarf anymore. And then I completely forgot. I'm like, oh shit. Okay, so he's going to KO me. And then Milotic tears Dragons against the thing and wins. But he just dropped a Draco. I forgot about the Eject Pad set. Like, completely forgot that that was a potential item. But Grafaiai comes in and gets bodied by Ice Beam anyway. And since it's paralyzed, I don't have to tear a Dragon to try to take a hit from it. And I wouldn't have had to anyway because I don't think Milotic gets killed by it. Well, probably would have just to try to not be in Draco range, but I mean, Flygon's not KOing me with Draco either, even if I did tear Dragon, so that's going to be game 1, and on to the next. Alright, game 2. We got Deoxys Defense and Breloom on the opposing team. I still got the same guys. I haven't made the Boots, Milotic, or the Stone Edge Lycanroc adjustment yet. The latter would be really good in this game because T-Spikes are involved. I also played the Decidueye pretty poorly in this game because I lead it. And I figure, alright, U-turn's coming out. Let me just get Spirit Shadow because he is not switching into this shit at all. the one mon that can't be trapped is gonna die. And I could have got an SD here, I think, but I don't know if he was gonna die to the next Shadow Sneak after the next leftovers. So maybe I did make the right play here. Maybe I could have taken my KO. He goes to Typh. Because if I would have gotten an SD there, the Typh would have just died to that. And I don't think it would have mattered if he knocked off my plate or not. He still would have died to it. It wouldn't have needed to be boosted to KO Typh. So I think I could have low kicked the Registeel too if he went to that. Probably went to Flygon and got Shadow Sneak chipped. Depends on what health the Tentacruel would have left me at. But I think I could have played that a lot better than I did, is what I'm trying to get at. Especially because I still died to the eruption after the chip anyway. So he goes into that aforementioned Typh on the CC. I'm not bothering to predict these because I'm just going to KO him on the next turn anyway. It's annoying that he's frisking out all my items and pretty much knows what I want to do because he knows all my items. That's annoying, but Breloom comes out here. I'm just let Klefki absorb a Mach Punch. Swap you out with the red card. I'll deal with you later. Back into that Flygon of all mons. I was kind of mad when Flygon came out. Like, why couldn't Registeel come out? Let me get a spike on it. I have Gallade Sacred Sword and 2 Trick Users. I'm never losing to higher defense Registeel. Registeel comes out now and I'll just flip because the way I see it, if Breloom comes out, or no, never mind. That was later. So I just go for my Sacred Sword, or I just trick the Deoxys coming in. I don't go for a Sacred anything. I just trick the Deoxys. I could have gone for Night Slash there if I really wanted to predict that, but I'll just do that and beat it later. He goes for Bandit knockoff on my itemless Klefki, and then I think I either get up a spike here or I go for, I just get up a spike and I over predict and go for another spike. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking U-turn was coming out for sure because I didn't think he would let me go to my Milo Ball. Milo's already weakened, so I guess, I mean, if I go to my Milo, then what happens? I just go for Recover because if he goes to, or I go for Ice Beam here. My thought process was if he goes to Breloom, then I just pop that immediately, like if he tries to catch me on the recover. And if he goes to Deoxys defense or Registeel, I just recover on the next turn, and I'm in a pretty good spot. I get a slow flip here, so I mean, you could stay in, but why would you? I would just go to Lycanroc and Crunch. Go to my Registeel, or he goes to Registeel, and I just flip into my Gallade. I don't even bother predicting the Deoxys Sacred Soul because I just Night Slash on the next turn anyway. Sharp is boosted, of course. So, like, even if Breloom comes out afterwards, it's not like I'm healthy enough to live to Mach Punch anyway. Even with the 2 rounds of poison, like, I still would have died to Mach Punch, especially because he's about to Terra right here. He doesn't even need a Terra to KO me from this range. I switched to my Indeedee anyway, because I figured, I did the calc to know that he didn't need to Terra to KO me, but, you know, I wanted to keep my Gallade, so I can double back to it now because it's banded, but yeah, that was just my still secrets. Now nothing switching to Sacred Sword, so I think I played that correctly no matter what. Yeah, Registeel gets KO'd. Now Flygon's coming out because I'm faster than Breloom, so Flygon's just gonna U-turn into Breloom and go into what? Indeedee? I go into my Indeedee after this. Unfortunately, it doesn't actually die to Expanding Force, it being Flygon. So I have to sack my Lycanroc. I mean, I'm just gonna sack Lycanroc and go to Milo and win the game that way, because I'm gonna win with Indeedee. But it's unfortunate because I wanted to just sack Lycan and win the game, but, or I guess I would have just sacked Lycan later, but you know, who cares? 2 games, 2 wins. I'm liking this team. Made some changes. Made this HDB. Gave this Stone Edge instead of Crunch because I didn't really click Crunch. And then this is still, you know, Swords Dance on this guy. So I don't know what else I could do to make this team. I mean, it's definitely not a perfect team, so I'm still gonna be in the lab working on it. But for now, that's what we came up with. It's 2 games I got with it. I did pretty well, and I'll see you in the next one.